Hey sports fans, Coach Nick here and welcome to BBallBreakdown. If you missed it, check out part 1 of the breakdown on Game 3 between OKC and Golden State. To start the second quarter, we see more automatic switching. I feel it's unnecessary because it causes so many issues with mismatches. When Ian Clark turns the corner, Adams would have been on space and in position to help. As it is, Cantor could have been there if he had any idea where the ball was like he should. The Warriors dared Adams to create off the short roll, and Iguodala lured him into this bad pass. But watch how he ruins a chance at taking their first lead of the game since early in the first quarter with this monstrosity of a turnover. But the Warriors just seem to be generally out of it all game. Here, Livingston seems to be with it, pointing out defensive assignments, then running at the ball and letting Russ get a hammer. On a well-run out-of-bounds play, they get Barnes stuck on Adams, who opts to run pick and roll with Russ. Again, the Warriors dare him to make a play, and he obliges with a nice step-through strong to the hole. However, he does clearly slide his pivot foot, but the referees don't see it. It was still a 2-point game, and the Warriors' offense was running well. Clay uses Adams as a turnstile as Waiters chooses the wrong path around the screen. This is the easiest jumper in basketball for Thompson, yet he can't hit. And coming back in transition, Livingston and Bogut appear to be in good position to contain Westbrook, but he splits them and one-foots it at full speed from the dotted line. Wow. With Steph on the bench, Clay is the engine for the offense, and watch how he gets going around screens and into the lane. Great kick out for yet another wide open three, but Harrison Barnes can't hit it. But Bogut is there for the rebound, and watch on the kickout, Adams completely falls asleep. Nice pass, but Bogut whiffs on this bunny shot. That's 3 straight open and easy shots, and the Warriors come away with nothing. So of course, the Thunder offense comes down, passes ahead to Waiters in long 2 territory, and he burps up a quick, contested, and ill-advised shot, and that one goes in. Next, the Warriors run KD through the gauntlet of a creative Bogut pick. And Steph gets a pretty decent look at this 3. But again, because they switched too easily, it left Draymond Green with inside position on Russ. And yet another bunny shot that the Warriors miss. This was getting strange. And we got more Dion frickin' Waiters as he just about fumbles the ball before somehow tossing this thing in off the glass over Bogut. And the Warriors then catch the Thunder totally out of position getting back, but watch how Clay interrupts the rhythm of this drive and it throws him way off on what could have been an easy 8-footer. And this, sports fans, is where things took a turn. On a seemingly normal drive to the hoop, Adams crumbles to the ground in pain. This required the reverse angle to see, and as Green finishes his follow-through, his leg lifts up right into the Kiwis. The only question left, was it intentional? Plenty of arguments for both sides, and while the flagrant foul on him ended up balancing out with his own 2 free throws, I didn't think there's enough proof of intention here, and I think the NBA agreed with me, and they didn't suspend him for Game 4. Out of the timeout, Waiters seems pretty confused with the play call before finally getting up to set the ball screen, clearly to get Steph onto Russ. But it turns into one of those terrible shots as Russ jacks up a 3 with 12 seconds in the shot clock. Yikes. And the quick drag screen forces the switch of Waiters onto Draymond. So the Warriors turn to their bread and butter, the low post entry to Green with an elbow split by Clay and Curry. Draymond doesn't even wait for the split, spinning it right by Waiters, but then blowing the reverse. This is now the 6th easy shot they've missed in the last few minutes of a game where the Thunder only have an 8-point lead. The Warriors are still ignoring Robertson, which allows Green to shadow Durant at the elbow. Donovan's adjustment is to send Robertson to ball screen. Iguodala appears to strip this as cleanly as you can get. Neither of KD's hands appear to be impeded at all on the way up, and I guess Scott Foster has the angle, but I raised an eyebrow, as did Draymond, over why he made that call and not Brothers, who was closer. Curry staunched the bleeding with his solid pull-up at the free throw line, but can someone explain what the heck Varejao is doing here? Why is he doing a full court press, and why in basketball heaven above is he trying to reach around and foul Russ 98 feet from the basket? Meo Deus. Reeling it down 11, the Warriors were working on something with Curry on the left side, but Clay isolates against KD and doesn't get good lift. Great contest by Durant. The rest of his teammates are standing and watching, and this ball hits nothing. However, they right the ship with yet another backdoor cut on a switch of the elbow split, this time by the primary cutter as KD doesn't get in the proper position after the switch. With Ibaka on Curry and the ball screen switch, we've come so accustomed to Curry splashing this and it's a surprise when he misses. And watch it again. Perhaps his knee is still bothering him, but he's got happy feet, taking a lot more steps into this shot than he normally take, slowing his release down and disrupting the rhythm. In one of the only strong moves to the rim that the Warriors could have gotten free throws on, Durant pressures this shot beautifully, there's no call to be made. At this point, Draymond seemed off, and he can't get in good enough position to stop Dion frickin' Waiters on this gorgeous finish high off the glass with touch. Out of the timeout, the Warriors get some ball movement, but it never gets below the free throw line, and then check out Dion frickin' Waiters D'ing up on Curry, keeping him in front, contesting the shot, which was ill-advised as it ended up being a long two that breaks. With a 13-point lead, again, Russ makes a bad decision with an early off-the-bounce three. To show you how little they respect Robertson, Draymond shadows KD all the way to the left side of the floor until Iguodala can get there, leaving Robertson wide open under the hoop. Russ doesn't see him and starts to freelance out top. Of course, Draymond is going to help one pass away off of Robertson in the corner, but why would he close out very hard? This lets Robertson get right past him on this semi-awkward lefty scoop. The Warriors don't mess around much on this possession, they go straight for the Curry-Draymond pick and roll. Nice pocket pass to the rolling Green, but watch KD swoop in there to block the shot, then come down in transition, and when Iguodala doesn't pick him up, he knocks down the triple and the route is on. But let's go back to that defensive play he made. The ball clearly hits the backboard before Durant blocks it. You can see the ball spins differently after it hits his hand, and from the original angle, you can see the vector change when he blocks it. This was a clear goaltend to me in real time and head scratching that it wasn't called. A 5-point swing. With their chances in this game slowly dying, even with the small ball lineup of death, Klay gets right to the rim but attempts a crazy hard off-foot running lefty floater when he had Steph open in the corner with Russ turning his head to watch the ball. Trying to find their offense again, they curl Klay around a double pin down, find Draymond with the lob, but he literally chokes it off the rim. The Thunder come down and catch Golden State completely mismatched, forcing Draymond to pick up Dion frickin' Waiters, who blows right by him again, then yams all over the place, leaving no prisoners. And when we saw Curry miss a wide open three, then Draymond foul Russ at the buzzer on a shot he should have gotten much closer to anyway, you just knew this was the Thunder's night to explode and take a commanding 2-1 lead in this series.